Happy New Year. This is our first episode of Sid and Lola's podcast. I'm Jess.
And I'm Chloe. Hello, welcome. Hope you had a restful Christmas. And this is our first episode. We'll be doing a little intro about who we are and about Sid and Lola's natural pet shop and groomers.
Me.
That most certainly is.
Very exciting. Hi everybody. Thank you so much for listening to us. Hopefully we won't rabble on and bore you too much. A little bit about Sid and Lola's. Who are we? What we're doing here? Basically, I opened Sid and Lola Natural Pet Shop and Groomers in October 2021. We're just a small independent pet shop specialising in raw and natural dog food, a little bit of cat, but mostly dog. I'm very passionate about raw feeding and a sort of natural, holistic approach to dog ownership. Basically, I won't bore you too much with my story and my history, but basically, coming out of school, I was a working pupil. I was a horsey girl. Then moved on to hydrotherapy, canine hydrotherapy. Worked at the amazing Greyfriars Veterinary and Rehabilitation Centre in Guildford on the Hog's Back. Loved it there. Still have lots to do with Kirsten, who runs it. She's fantastic. And then I went into the pet supply business, ran my cousin's shop for a couple of years, decided I wanted to branch out and do my own thing. And that's when Sid and Lola's was born. Sid and Lola are my first two dogs. Lola was my first terrier. A few years later, I then rescued Sid, who was my wonderful sweet boy. And then sadly lost him a couple of years ago. And I now have Piper, who is a Portuguese rescue, a Portuguese street dog. He's so adorable.
So adorable.
Totally bonkers, but we love him. So I went from terriers to a big dog, which has been a strange transition.
A big change, I can imagine.
But good. And so, yeah, here we are. Chloe, tell us a little bit about you and why you're here.
Well, I'm here. I've had a rainbow array of different jobs, but in the back of my head, I have always wanted to do something with dogs. And I work here part-time with Jess, a couple of days a week. I help her around the shop, stack the shelves, fill the fridges up, and play with the doggies when they come in. But no, I mean, literally before here, I've done streaming jobs, I've done factory work, I've done all sorts. But literally coming here, obviously starting the podcast.
Yeah, starting the podcast, very exciting.
Very exciting.
Put all your streaming experience to good use.
Yeah. Put it to the test.
And learn lots about doggies on the way.
Exactly. Hopefully. And I have learned a lot. There's loads of stuff that I did not even know about.
Yeah, listening to me rabble on in the shop, I guess.
I do. I'm stood at the till and, Jess is talking away to the customers and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Well, years and years of experience, I think. I've been in the pet industry for a really long time now, picked up a lot along the way, done a lot to help a lot of dogs, I hope, and people with their dogs. I've got a diploma, level 3 diploma in canine nutrition, and I also have a level 3 diploma in small animal hydrotherapy, and I have all my BHS exams, British Horse Society, which I don't use anymore because I don't ride anymore. So yeah, there's a bit of knowledge under my belt. Hence the reason we are doing this podcast, because just talking about dogs and their everyday ownership and what to feed, what not to feed, how to train, different ways, just loads and loads of dog stuff. So we're just going to be here talking about dogs. Any questions that you have, you can email in. Where do they email?
Yep, email in to Sid and Lola Podcast at outlook.com. Send us in any questions that you want to ask. Yeah, has all the knowledge. I'm just here for the vibes.
I love it. Here for the shits and
giggles.
Exactly.
Definitely here for that. But yeah, any questions, Sid and Lola Podcast at outlook.com.
Brilliant. And we will start, probably, this is just an intro today, just to say hey and introduce ourselves. You can find us on social media. So Sid and Lola Raw on Instagram. And then Sid and Lola Natural Pet Shop on Facebook. And then my website is sidandlola.co.uk. Apologies for any high delivery charges at the moment. Again, I'm a small business. been growing over the last couple of years, and so delivery fees are a real bane. But the more that we deliver, the lower the costs will be. So jump on.
Exactly that. But yeah, also as well for, you know, all the listeners listening, I'm going to get us on Spotify, YouTube. You can listen to it on there. We'll, you know,
Amazing.
put the links on the social media.
Yeah.
And, you know, the
Or
more
come down
support
and
we
see
get,
us.
or come and see us.
We're based in Selborne. So I'm on Hartley Business Park, Selborne, Alton, EU 34 3HD. So you can always swing by and say hi. Like I said, we specialise in raw and natural food and treats for your dogs. Got harnesses, got collars, got coats, rough and tumble, drying coats, you name it really. We've got a little bit of it in our small little tiny shop.
Everything all you need.
Everything you need for a dog, yeah. And so next episode, we're going to start diving into, well, probably just bringing your puppy home, what to expect, what to use to have, that sort of thing. And we'll just try and flow our podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about food and what to feed, and yeah, there'll be loads of stuff.
When I had my first puppy with Toby, I probably made so many
mistakes.
I did.
I made mistakes, so many.
Couldn't leave them down there, but obviously any tips and tricks will help when you get a new puppy.
Exactly. And then we'll just go from there and hope that we can just talk about dogs. We've all been there. I've been there, although I have qualifications and years of experience now. I didn't. We all start somewhere, and when I had my first dog, I didn't know what I was doing. So it's all learn. It's all experience. Yeah. And we have lots of lovely people in our pocket as well that are going to come and join us on the podcast. Dog trainers, hydrotherapists, groomers, you name it. So, yeah, keep listening, please.
Watch this space.
Watch this space.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.